And we are back here at Mountain View Middle School where we're going to have the varsity contest for the Lady Knights versus the Lady Hawks. And looking down that Eastern Greenbrier roster, you've got only 2 7th graders on the varsity, and that's going to be Kennedy Carter, which she played a lot in the JV game, and also number 30, Maddie McMillan. And then on the Mountain View side, you got 4 8th graders, which is Reagan Balstick, Blake Guzman, Mallory Preston, and Alana McDaniel. So we've got about, 14 seconds on a stop clock for some reason here before we get started. As I think we're waiting on the other referee. We're getting ready to announce the starters here, and we'll be getting going here in just 1 minute.
And we're probably about midway through the season for the Mountain View Lady Hawks. I think they played Glenwood here yesterday, and before that, Summers, and of course one of their biggest wins that they've had for a long time. They beat Peterstown at Peterstown, and I was at that game, winning overtime, and it was just a good ball game back and forth, and it basically come down to last possession. Peterstown was up by 2 right at the end of regulation. We took a shot, and Mountain View came down, ended up scoring, going into overtime, and then I think they hit some foul shots. I think it was McDaniel hit a few foul shots right there close to the end of the game and ended up getting the win. But just a good ball game, to be able to watch the future James Road Mavericks go at it down at Peterstown, and I think they have them here on Monday the 26th. But looking at future forecast, that Monday game is not going to happen with the storm, snow coming in. So
yeah, with about 45 inches is their predicting or whatever.
1 to 90 inches. Take your pick, but I'm not sure if they're going to do a national anthem, announce the players or anything like that.
Yeah, but Eastern Greenbrier coming in, and they were undefeated into the season coming in until they lost to Oak Hill on their last game. So they've only got 1 loss on the season. So Eastern Greenbrier.
And they actually, you talk about a long trip, they played at Hurricane last night. So they had a trip all the way down on the other side of Charleston and then get back. Got back late last night and had to get up early because they started school, I think, at Eastern Greenbrier like at 7:40 or something like that. So they're all up early and then had to come down here. Of course, this is a close trip for them. But, that's a lot of travel.
That's 2 days worth of travel right there.
Especially midweek.
Yeah.
When you're taking a bus ride down the interstate.
That's
all the way to Hurricane, West Virginia. That's a haul, but I think you're going to be in a battle because I think Mountain View, as the season's progressed, the way I understood with coaches, and today I thought they've done really extremely well through the season. They've gotten better as it's went along. Coach Christy Dobbins, your assistant coach is Timmy Neal, and assistant is Kelsey Vaughn. And we're about set to tip it away. A little bit of length. I mean, you thought top to bottom for Eastern Greenbrier, you got a little bit of height. Of course, your tallest girl for Mountain View is going to be number 32. That's Reagan Balstick. Eastern Greenbrier will control the tip. Pass over to the wing. Back to the top of the key to Addie Vance. Vance looking for Knowlton. Back, pump fake on a 3. Number 3, Vance. Still controlling. Got an overload. Mountain View in the 3-2 zone. Good turnaround that time. That's a pretty good little post move. Rebounded by Barry. Rebound again by Eastern Greenbrier. And coming out of there will be number 22, Guzman. And McDaniel at the top of the key. Eastern Greenbrier is going to be running a 2-3 zone. Pass is going to be overthrown by number 3, That's Alana McDaniel, and it'll turn the ball back over to the Lady Knights. We're early in the first quarter with no score, 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. Point guard for the Knights is 8th grader, number 3, Addie Vance. It's going to go to the corner. Shot for a 3 is just short, and it's going to be rebounded and controlled by number 24, Mallory Preston. She brings it up the floor. Eastern Greenbrier backs in that 2-3 zone. Over to the wing to McDaniel. McDaniel coming back to the top of the key. And your 5th starter is actually the JV, the one we talked about a lot, is Preston. Shot is up. Rebounded by Alana. The first shot was attempted by Preston. And rebounded and thrown up into the basket by number 3, McDaniel. And here's going to be a steal. Oh, they're going to get number 22. That's Summer Berry. That'll be her first. Team first for 25. And early score, Mountain View 2, Eastern Greenbrier nothing. We'll have an officials timeout. Officials timeout. Number 32, I think, just got her feet tangled up a little bit. No, I mean, there was no contact. I think she just got tangled up. Here's the pass over to Preston. Loses control. Back up to the top to McDaniel. Giving chase is number 3. That's Vance. There's a breakaway layup. Shot is up and off the front of the rim. Rebound by Berry. Ball bounces around. No good. Rebounded by 24. Three-pointer attempt is up and no good. Rebound inside. End up controlled by McDaniel. She's coming out on the breakaway. And it's going to be stolen away by Vance. Up ahead to number 24 for the layup. Up and good. That is Carrington Knowlton. Puts the first points on the board at the 3:36 mark of the first quarter. We're knotted at 2. Pass over to Vance. Vance in the corner is going to throw it away. That was Guzman. You talking about some speed, Jeremy. I mean, she got down to floor, number 24. Knowlton, for the Knights, went on that breakaway. She got down the floor extremely quick.
She was flying down through there. Pass inside to Berry, no good.
Rebound to come out there by McDaniel. Eastern Greenbrier did a good job of getting down the floor back on defense. Here's a cross-court pass over to McDaniel. And it's going to be deflected away for Amos. Looking for Preston. Preston over to the side to the big girl. That's Reagan Bossick. It's going to be thrown away and picked off by number 10, Ha Ha Criddle. What a name. You like that right there, don't you?
That's a name right there.
Ha Ha Criddle. I like it. That's a name you won't forget. Just short, and it's going to be deflected away out of bounds on the Knights, and that'll turn the ball to the Lady Hawks. 2-2 with 2:31 remaining in the first quarter. McDaniel bringing the ball down the floor. Fake pass, looking over this way to Preston. Dribbles baseline, back out to McDaniel, deflected away, and that'll be out of bounds, tipped away by Vance. Preston throwing the ball in. She's going to throw it over to, here's Guzman. Guzman to McDaniel. McDaniel from 16 feet is good. That puts the score to 4-2 in favor of the Hawks. That was a good ball movement. Just
great ball movement.
Quick ball movement. Knights with the ball. Jump shot from 18 feet off the glass is good, and the banks are open late in Union.
Vance there for the bank shot.
Ball's deflected around. It's going to be controlled by the Knights. Number 32 is Ellie Butner. Three-pointer up is good, and it is going to go out of bounds. And we should have substitutions coming in for the Lady Knights. Number 30, Madeline McMillan. And number 33, Sophie Schoolcraft into the contest. 4-4 is the score. 1.5 minutes to go. Pass over to Amos.
Going to have a foul there.
Foul
it's
called.
Go on. That's going to be Nolte.
Was it 24?
Yeah.
I think it was number 24. That's her first, team second. Having a little bit of trouble getting the ball in. Looking for McDaniel. McDaniel over to Preston. Looking inside. Goes to McDaniel. Up. No good. And we're going to have the first foul. That's going to be on Guzman. That's her first. Team's first in the first quarter. And Vance bring the ball up. LSU, if they do it like the last time, it should be a corner shot. And we got a baseline shot from 14 feet. No good. Rebounded by the Knights. Up top of key. 15-foot jump shot is up. And it is good by number 24, Carrington Knowlton. That gives Eastern Greenbrier their first lead of the game, 6-4, with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. That was close to a walk. And it's going to be stolen away by Eastern Greenbrier and then taken back away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It should be white ball. And it's going to be taken off right here in front of our little station by Preston. Throws it into McDaniel. McDaniel's going to go back to the top of the key, get to the defense, check over the defense to Preston. Preston back out to McDaniel. And we're going to have a foul called on Vance. That'll be her first. That'll be the team's third in the first quarter. 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Into McDaniel. Low bounce pass, good pass. Three-pointer is up and just long. Rebounded by McDaniel. Pump fake. Back into Preston. Into Bostic. McDaniel from 15 feet is up. And it is good. That knocks our score at 6 with 25 seconds remaining. Mountain View back on defense in a 3-2. Going to overload for Eastern Greenbrier. Baseline is going to be kicked away by Guzman. Back to the baseline for the Lady Knights with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Vance going to have the ball. She's going to throw it into, we'll go into Nolte. Kicked over to Criddle. Criddle drives, shot blocked there by Bostic. Rebound by Criddle. And 2 seconds, 1 second. Vance doesn't see nothing, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 6-6 your score. Be right back with the second quarter right after this.
I was way off.
I ain't no better than you at this clock. I was about a minute off. Oh, it counts slow.
Hey, what's y'all's record? 8-1? 10-1? Go ahead and come back, and then you can go ahead. Go ahead.
And we're back here, start the second quarter. 6-6 your score here in the varsity contest between the 10-1 Eastern Greenbrier Lady Knights and the Mountain View Lady Hawks. Good first quarter, a lot of action. Only 6-6 your score, but a lot of tip balls, a lot of steals, a lot of action here. And we're going to have Nolte throwing it in.
Hey,
Knowlton throwing it in for the Knights.
The Lady Knights under the control of Don McClure. He's been coaching for quite a while. Shot is up, hits the side of the backboard, trying to save by Berry, and it's going to turn the ball back over. I think she stepped on the baseline. Eastern Greenbrier coming in with a record of 10-1. Their only loss, as Jeremy talked about, was a loss to Oak Hill earlier in the year. But they are a feisty group, but you got a very good up-and-coming Mountain View team that's really progressed through the year. So that 3-2 defense, you got some good size on that back row with Guzman and Boston.
And just as you talked about,
5'11", maybe 6 foot, and as I just said it, she just reaches over and gets it. Here's a pass in, good pass that time by Manuel, but just right through the hands of Balsick. And here comes Vance, examining the Lady Hawks defense. And we're going to have three out, 2 in for the Lady Hawks. Shot is off the backboard, no good. And that's when they turn the ball over to the Lady Hawks, out of bounds by number 10, Ha Criddle. 6-6 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Daniel, bounce pass over to Dunbar. Dunbar inside to Guzman. And we're going to have a jump ball, and that should give the ball back to the Lady Hawks underneath, baseline underneath. So you talk about two girls that gave a lot of effort in that JV game coming in. Dunbar and Amos already.
And pass thrown in to McDaniel off the hands.
Taken away by Vance. Here's the layup. No good. And that's a 24 on the rebound. That was Knowlton. And it's going to be black ball underneath. Stack set. Here's a pass to number 10, Criddle, up off the glass. And it is good. That gives the Knights the lead at 8-6 with 4:20 remaining in the first half. Here's Guzman with the ball. Passes it back out.
Dunbar has it there. She'll kick it over to McDaniel, over to Preston. Preston drives baseline. Should be cut off, thrown in to McDaniel. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Summer Berry. And Vance will bring the ball across the timeline. Vance has it. She'll kick it over to Knowlton. Knowlton back over to Vance, the top of the key, over to Ha Criddle. Shots up and deflected there by Preston. And Preston will have the ball off her hands, out of bounds. Ball will go back to...
I'm on now. I was doing that whole time. Wasn't even talking. I'm on now. I got you, man. Thanks. I just did a half a quarter without even a mic on. Thank you, bud. Now we got Criddle. I thought I was on. I thought when we came back, I thought I turned it on.
We're still trying to get the technical difficulties.
Hey, we're good. We're good.
Here. We're good.
Hey, it's a Thursday girls game on a Thursday, man. It's throwing me way off. After that game we had last night at Bluefield with James Rowe, took a lot out of me. That's Balsick. Going to get a foul from behind. That's going to be on number 22. That's Summer Berry. That'll be her second. And we're going to have 2 substitutions coming into the game. Berry and Criddle will check out. And they'll bring McMillan and Sams into the game. And pass is deflected by McMillan. And it's going to be stolen away this time by McDaniel. Driving in, nowhere to go. Here's Dunbar. Ball's on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. And that'll give the ball back over to the ladies in black. That'll be the Eastern Greenbrier Lady Knights. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. Your score is 8-6 in favor of the Knights. Addie Vance running to point. Looking inside. Pass out to number 24, Knowlton. And we're going to have a turnover by Knowlton. And it'll be Hawks ball with McDaniel running point. Dunbar on the wing. She's going to get the ball from McDaniel. Looking for the corner, and then we're going to have a jump ball, and that'll give the ball to the Hawks on the sideline in front of the bleachers. Here's a pass down, deflected and stolen away, and it's going to be taken back by McDaniel. Looking top of the key by Preston. Preston over to Dunbar. Long shot up off the glass, and it is good. That was a long 2 because both feet were on the line, and that ties the score at 8.
And just as you said, Mike, the bank is open late here in Union.
Yeah, that's two bank shots so far, but there's
Shot
Knowlton
over to
baseline.
Knowlton.
Tipped away and blocked. Oh. Blocked by number 32. That's Balsick. That's the thing, man. When she inside those long arms, you stretch her out. I mean, she's over 7 foot tall.
Yeah. Don't even have to jump. Just stay down and just put your hands up. Rebound there by Guzman. Over to Preston, over to McDaniel.
Dunbar examining the floor. Oh, that was the right cut. If Preston keeps going all the way across, that side's wide open. Layup is off the mark, and we're going to have a foul. I think it's going to be on 24. That'll be on Preston. That'll be her first. That's Mallory Preston, 8th grader, wearing number 24. That's her first, team's first. 1:45 left to go in the first half. 8-8 is your score. First shot is up and just short. No good. Checking in for the Knights is Merritt. Checking out will be Botner.
Second shot for Sam's coming here. 1:45 on the stop clock here in the second quarter. Shot up by Sam's is going to be up and in.
That takes the lead. Go ahead.
Making a score 9-8 with 1:40 left to go here in the first half. Kicked over to Dunbar. Dunbar trapped there, and we're going to have a, what do you know it, a jump ball.
Yeah, when she gets the ball in the wing, they're coming at her. And as soon as she gets it, she's got to let go of it. Pass to Guzman. That's going to be a turnover by Guzman, taken by Knowlton, coming down the floor, looking inside. Good move that time up at the top and just went right between the defenders. And she gets the basket, take the lead, their biggest lead so far of 3, of 11-8. Here's Dunbar. McDaniel from 18 feet. And that's going to be out of bounds. Lady Knights with the ball, up 11-8 with 1:12 remaining. Vance bringing the ball down. Knowlton on the wing. Knowlton looking inside. Good move. Up. Fade. That's a nice soft touch right there, Jeremy. By Knowlton. That gets the lead to 13-8.
Yeah, Knowlton has impressed me here in the first half. She's made a couple moves and just a couple floaters. Hard defense and tipped away there by Knowlton. Stolen by Sams. And Knowlton on McDaniel. Shot up and good. And the foul. Knowlton strong to the bucket there. That foul's going to go on McDaniel. That's going to be her first. Knowlton with the last 7 points here. And shots up, and it's going to be a 3-point play. And we're going to have a timeout, but it's not going to be a timeout. It's just going to be a timeout for a shoe tie.
Well, she just got, like, Knowlton just kind of went on a run by herself right there. Yeah, went from a 8-8 game and just bam like that. You go on an 8-0 run in a matter of, like, a minute and a half or something like that. So a close game has now turned into an 8-point deficit.
Yeah. Knowlton just said, get on my back, and I'm going to take over here.
She's wearing a pretty heavy knee brace, but I tell you what, she moves down the floor really well. Deflected out of bounds by Knowlton. And you can tell when they pass that ball to the wing, you got to have somebody on that low baseline or right here at the top of the key because they're giving you that elbow on the ball side. Going to be close to a 5-second. Preston nowhere to throw in. It's going to be stolen away by number 12. That's going to turn the ball over. That was J.C. Sams.
25 seconds left here in the first half. Ball thrown into Vance. She'll bring it across the court. And she'll have it at the top of the key. She'll kick it all the way down to number 42. That's going to be Merritt. And the ball is going to be, we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to be the ladies in black. It's going to be the Knights with the ball. 11.8 seconds left to go. Ball thrown in, stolen away by McDaniel. McDaniel stops, takes a three, no good. Rebound fought for, and I think we're going to have a foul there.
That's going to be on Preston.
On Preston.
I think Timmy down here was telling her to shoot it. I think he lost track of time because there was 8 seconds on the clock when she pulled that. And she had plenty enough time to drive on in, and now you got Knights with the ball. Good steal that time by Preston. Shot is up at the buzzer, and no good, but good hustle that time by Preston. That three-pointer attempt by Dunbar, and that takes your halftime score. Lady Knights 16, and the Lady Hawks 8. We'll be back in about 6 or 7 minutes with a few halftime stats. We're back here at Mountain View Middle School with your halftime score. The Eastern Greenbrier Lady Knights 16 and the Lady Hawks of Mountain View 8. And Jeremy, you look right there, about 2 minutes left to go, maybe 2:20 left to go in that second quarter. It was 8-8, and then Knowlton just kind of took over and took charge late in that second quarter, and an 8-8 game turned into a 16-8 lead at halftime, and they just stretched it out, and she ended up in that half with 11 of the team's 16 points.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. She definitely, like I said before, she definitely told them, get on my back and I'll take us to where we need to go. And, I mean, you could tell she's a tough player because she finished through contact there on that three-point play.
Yeah, leading scorer for the Mountain View Lady Hawks was Alana McDaniel with 6. And Dunbar had the other jumper with a bank shot from 17 feet. She had the other 2. And we're ready to begin the third quarter. Mountain View with the ball. And Alana McDaniel will be your point guard. There's a screen coming. Oh, had a dump down, and that ball is going to be taken away by Barry. Barry throws it up ahead to Vance. Vance over to Criddle. Criddle back up top to Vance. I thought she was going to pull a Criddle with her left hand. Nowhere to go. Good defense by McDaniel. Going to go out to Barry. Barry popped out. Most of the time you don't see her come out very often. Ball's thrown up by Barry. No good. And rebounded by Botner. And she's going to get 2 shots. That foul is going to be on Blakey Guzman. That is her second. Team's first. Here's Ellie Botner, 8th grader, at the line, off the side of the rim, no good, and she'll get 1 more. Here's a shot up, and that one is good. That takes the score to 17-8 in favor of the Lady Knights. Good looking shot. I mean, she's tall. She got to put some meat on, but you can tell she's got some length to her.
Yeah, that back row for Eastern's pretty tall as well.
Yeah, they got some length in that back row.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's going to go over to...
it should be black ball. Oh, he called it a walk.
Called a walk.
I think everybody thought it was a jump ball. They ended up calling it a walk.
Amos had a shot there for a second. Ball stolen away by Knowlton. Kicked over to Vance. And we're going to have a foul. That's going to go on Guzman. That's going to be her third.
Yep. That'll be her third. We're going to have a substitution. They're going to bring Lakin Dunbar in. You got to think it's got to be for Guzman with her having her third foul. And that'll take Botner back to the line. Her first shot is up off the back iron. And no good. Oh, I was wrong.
You're going to take out Amos.
I thought they was going to bring in Guzman having her third foul. Second shot is up, and it is good. And we'll have a substitution. Madeline McMillan will come in. And checking out will be Summer Berry. 18-8. So Mountain View's got to get something going here because they've been stuck on that snowman for quite a while. Here's McDaniel over to Dunbar. Nowhere to throw, nowhere to go. Here's a breakaway steal by McMillan. Layup blocked away by number 24. Good hustle that time by Preston to track it down and get the block. Underneath, Vance looking in. Pass out to Knowlton. Screen by Criddle. Botner goes to the corner. Baseline shot is no good. Rebound by Guzman. Out to McDaniel. McDaniel being chased from behind. It should have been a jump ball.
Should have had a jump ball there as it was tipped.
Yeah.
And number 33, that's going to be Schoolcraft checking in.
Tell your coach to come here. Tell Dawn to come here. Tell Dawn to come here. Or your assistant. Hey, or your assistant.
Vance has the ball at the top of the key.
When your girls check in, just tell them to go up to the table and then come back.
Kick it over to Knowlton. Knowlton's three's up. Back iron, no good. Rebound taken down by Dunbar. And Criddle gets in there for the jump ball. And ball will be...
It'll stay with the Knights. 3:49 remaining, third period. Knowlton gets the ball outside the three-point line. Running jumper is off the front iron. And a big collision right in the middle of the lane. And it's going to be corralled and controlled by Vance. Vance's shot three is off the back iron, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Preston. We're going to have a foul on number 30. That is McMillan. That'll be her first. Team's first in the third quarter. We've got a substitution coming into the game.
It's going to be Lily Vaughn.
Lily Vaughn will check out, and Dunbar will check out. Here's the pass over. Looking into Guzman. Guzman gets it. Looks to the corner. Nobody to throw to. Here's the pass out to Balsic. Balsic's a little bit too far from the rim. There's a shot up off the backboard. And it is good. She came out to help put pressure, and she got back in, I think, in her range, about that 12 to 15-foot jump shot. And she gets Mountain View on the board. Here's Criddle with a two-pointer from about 18 feet. That ball finds the net, and it takes it to 20. Here's a steal. Knowlton driving, layup. Is good. 22-10. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Lady Hawks with 2:38 remaining in the third period. With your score, Lady Knights 22, Lady Hawks 10.
Yeah, full timeout there for Lady Hawks. As like we said, Lady Hawks was stuck on that snowman and finally got a basket from Bostic. But it's a 12-point game here. It was 8-8 in the first half. At one point, Knowlton took over, and now it's 22-10 in favor of the Lady Knights.
Yeah, looking at the future schedule, most likely, Mountain View is supposed to play Peterstown here on Monday, but most likely you're going to have delays. Looking at future weather, probably nothing going to go on Monday and possibly Tuesday with the weather that's coming in. And I think Mountain View or Eastern Greenbrier has two games next week, but I think they're midweek, so they probably have a chance. But with the weather they get, because they get worse weather on the western end of the county than what the eastern side does. So that's where a lot of their cancellations are. With my travel schedule today, I was actually there, and I'm no joke, I bet it was 10 to 12 degrees colder at Greenbrier West High School than it was at Greenbrier East High School today. It was a major difference.
Yeah, I mean, looking at, I mean, we got a pretty decent crowd out here on a Thursday night for girls middle school basketball. Looking up in the crowd, you do see a couple of the number one ranked James Monroe Mountaineers.
Like what?
James Monroe Maverick Lady Maverick players, and Grayson Johnson, and also, give me a minute and the name will come to me.
Here's the pass over inside to Guzman. Guzman down underneath. Good pass that time by the Lady Hawks. That's going to be a foul against the Lady Knights. And I think that was on Knowlton. That'll be her team second. At the line will be Mallory Preston. First shot is up, and it is good. And number 42 is going to check in. That's Elena Merritt. Checking out will be Madeline McMillan. Preston's second shot up, and it is off the front iron, controlled by the Lady Knights Merritt. Here Vance pressing the issue. Mountain View staying that 3-2 zone. Knowlton comes up. We're going to have a foul on Guzman. That'll be her fourth, and that'll be team's third. I'll tell you what, when Knowlton comes up to get the ball, you better be ready and better brace yourself, because she's coming with force.
Yeah.
She's not playing around. And there's going to be a deflection out of bounds by McDaniel. Good hustle that time. Vance was looking in the opposite corner trying to get the ball to J.C. Sams.
Yeah, that last foul on Guzman, looking down there at the coaches from Mountain View, I think they were both shocked that she had 4. They couldn't believe it, and she's still on the floor as of right now.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Take your pick on who tied that one up. But that should be white ball. 22-11, 2:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Thursday night girls basketball, home of the Mountain View Lady Hawks. And as you said, a couple James Road girls here, but we're playing here. Peterstown's playing Princeton tonight. Boys are off tonight. Girls are off tonight, but some big games tomorrow night for both teams. Shot was up by Bostic, falls just short. McDaniel comes out there with a jump shot up, just short, rebounded by Knowlton. She passes ahead to Vance. Probably got away with a double dribble right there. Vance over to Merritt. Merritt drives in, nowhere to go because you're going to drive in. That's where you're going to get in trouble with Bostic in there.
Yeah.
Merritt, good pump fake that time. She did good.
Fake.
She got Bostic leaning just a little bit. That should be on number 32.
Well, it's going to go on number 1.
Call it on number 1. That's on Lily Vaughn. I think that's her first. Team's 4th.
And we're going to have Amos check in for Vaughn.
There's Knowlton in the corner. Getting close to the elbow. Here's a 3-point attempt. Short. Rebounded by Bostic. Over to Preston.
Good job there by Bostic to keep the ball up in the air.
She brought it to
rebound.
her chest, and she knew, let me get it back up. Here's a steal by Vance. Stop, pop, and that bucket is good. That was a good stop on the dime right there from about 17 feet.
Yeah, because you wasn't able to take it all the way to the basket because Preston got back in a hurry.
And that's going to be out of bounds. Going to the Lady Hawks. Got substitutions coming in as number 4. Dunbar checks back in. And Amos checks out. Vance will check out. And for the Knights, Carter checks in. Here's a shot attempt. No good. Comes out there by Knowlton. Looking ahead. Nobody to throw to. Oh, I think she got by off the drag. Oh, Mike Miller calls it. She tried to stop, but she drug that back foot just a little bit too much. 24-11 would be a good time. The Lady Hawks need to find a bucket right here to try to close that deficit down.
Yeah, they
down
by
by 13.
2 for 1. As they get the ball to start the fourth quarter, you get a bucket here and then get a bucket in the fourth quarter. You're right back in it. Preston shots up. No good. Rebound by Bostic, and it's up and good.
That was good. And just on cue, Jeremy. Here's a 3-point attempt, and it's going to fall short. Still time on the clock, and no good. So we got it right there. You got exactly what you wanted, 24-13. You got that bucket right at the end of the quarter. Now if you come out and say if you get a 2, you're down 9. You get a 3, you're down 8. So, a lot of time left. You got 1 full quarter left to go here in the contest. We'll just keep it here, looking ahead, some of the schedule tomorrow night. If you got a chance, go down to James Rowe. It's been a while since they played Narrows. They played them in the Christmas tournament. First game of the season, close contest.
Yeah, it was very close contest.
Maybe like 8 or 10 points.
I think it was 8. I think it was a 10-point game,
something like that. But the way James Rowe's been playing now, they got several games. They played so much competition. Playing at home, they play really well at home, and they've gelled. They share the ball really well. They struggled a little bit at Princeton. Princeton put a little pressure on them, and they took a while to adapt to it. And just the atmosphere, because it was packed. That was one of the biggest crowds I've seen at Princeton, especially for girls. And Matt Smith, the coach, even said the same thing. But if you got a chance, go down and check them out tomorrow night, because looking at next week, you might not have very many games. James Rowe boys. James Rowe girls, forgot about that. Ranked number 1 in the state.
Yeah.
NAA.
And they've earned it.
They started out preseason, I think, 8th.
Yeah.
I think 7th or 8th, and they've worked their way.
You beat Wyoming East, a team that's gave you fits
you
for
beat
years.
Charleston Catholic.
You beat Charleston Catholic, the reigning state champion.
Beat Huntington.
You beat Huntington.
Hurricane.
You beat Princeton.
And you beat Princeton?
Yeah.
Princeton was ranked 6th in AAA, so you've earned that right to be that number 1 team.
Yeah.
And
then
the boys.
Yeah, the
boys ranked 4th, had a heartbreaking loss last night in overtime to the Bluefield Beavers. I mean, Jeremy, if you could have been there, the atmosphere would bring you back an old school field, just an old gym, wooden bleachers, and it was loud. Band playing, and just a hard loss last night, 74-71 in overtime.
Yeah, but the boys don't have to wait long to get back on the hardwood as they'll take on the Pikeview Panthers away tomorrow night.
Another battle in Mercer County. And we're ready to begin the 4th quarter as Addie Vance, wearing number 3, the 8th grader, passing over to Nolte. Nolte with a running left-hander. And that was a pretty shot. Just that 1-foot floater from about 12 to 13 feet. And that puts the Knights up 26-13. Here's McDaniel. Good pass over to Balsing. The ball got deflected by number 32. That was Botner. She got the deflection and controlled by the Knights. Good pass inside. Barry is going to get it, and she's going to get fouled. Good pass on the interior. Botner, because Barry was, trail.
Yeah.
And as an offense, that's what you look for, is that trail person, because you give up on him. And Barry snuck right in there and gets the foul called.
Yeah,
she'll be at the line
on Ballstick. That'll be her first.
First shot is up, and it is good. Good rotation. Good shot by the 8th grader, number 22, Summer Berry. She'll have one more.
As we was talking about in the game before, her younger sister, going to be Kaylee Berry.
Second shot is up and no good. Long three-point attempt off the backboard. She's going to controlled by Vance. That shot attempt was by Dunbar. Over to Nolte. And Nolte's going to be blocked by Balsick. Outlet pass to McDaniel. McDaniel stop.
Rolls it behind her back. Kicks it over to Dunbar at the top of the key. Dunbar.
Somebody's got to come to her.
Swarmed.
Yep.
Kicks
Finally
it
gets
over to Preston. Over to McDaniel. Shots up off rim. No good. Rebound by Guzman. And she got a jump ball. And that's going to be a jump ball to the Lady Hawks. Preston throwing it in and stolen away by Vance. Vance kicking it over to Criddle. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Berry. And 2-point shot by Berry up and good. 29-13, 4:30 left to go in the contest. Ball thrown over to Dunbar. Back over to McDaniel. McDaniel dribbles top of the key. Back over to Dunbar. Dunbar looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it back over to the top of the key to McDaniel. McDaniel into the corner to Preston. Shots up. Off front iron. No good. Rebound taken down by Botner. Botner will kick it over to Vance. Vance brings it over the timeline at the top of the key. She'll kick it over to Criddle. Criddle into Berry. Berry over to Botner. Shot up. No good. Rebound taken down by Ballstick. Outlet pass to Preston. Preston stops her dribble but gets it to McDaniel at the top of the key. McDaniel,
good screen. Good screen by Balsick. Had a shot right there and didn't take it.
Stolen away by Knowlton. Kicked out to Botner. And good hustle there by Ballstick. Just couldn't get back in time. And a 2-point shot up and good. 31-13. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar will kick it in to Preston. Preston dribbles, shot up, off front iron, no good. Rebound taken down by Berry. Berry's going all the way, and layup shot up and good. Coast to coast for Summer Berry. And we're going to have a timeout just for subs. It's going to be 33-13 now in favor of the Lady Knights.
So all substitution. That's that's a trend if you're in Tennessee right there. Sub 5 and 5.
Yeah,
but I
Kim
expect
Caldwell special.
I expect all 5 of these to finish out the game. 3-pointer up, and it is good by Mallory Preston.
And I think that's the first three-pointer we've seen here tonight.
Yep. JV or varsity.
Yeah.
Had a couple long twos off the glass. Oh, I thought that was in, too. That shot attempt by McMillan
Ripped
falls
away.
just short. That should be out of bounds on, yep.
Yep.
Should.
Ball will go back over to the Lady Hawks.
Preston's going to throw it in. Oh. Luckily, they didn't hit the bottom of the backboard. So Dunbar back to Preston. Preston over to Ballstick. Ballstick up to Dunbar on the wing, guarded there closely by number 12, Sams. Still going.
We're going to have a touchdown signal.
I think it was a touchdown.
We got a touchdown signal there on the
Sometimes you just never know. Number 4 is your point guard now. It's Kennedy.
We're going to have a legal screen on 33.
Yeah, 33. That was an easy call. That was Sophie Schoolcraft. Illegal screen set, trying to relieve the pressure from the new point guard, 7th grader, Kennedy Carter. So the varsity squad with 2 7th graders, and the rest of them are 8th grader. But like we talked about in the JV squad, they have 10 6th graders. So
Preston, another three.
Oh, in and out.
No good. Rebound taken by McDaniel. Shots up, in and out, no good. Tipped around, ball on the floor, and taken by Dunbar.
That was blocked by number 30,
and
McMillan.
Sophie Schoolcraft going all the way. Stop, layup, no good. Rebound's going to go in the hands of Sams, no good. Rebound in the hands of Ballstick. And 2-point layup shot, no good by McDaniel. Rebound taken by Preston. 1:30 left to go in the contest. Dunbar has it. She'll kick it over to Preston. Preston will drive. She'll kick it in. Oh, almost a save there by Ballstick.
Well, I think that might have hurt a little bit because she went down into a cheerleader split.
And we got a little stoppage here. And
I don't know.
We don't have a stoppage.
It's like, I hope it wasn't no dislocated. Knowing her dad, I know her dad would be like, I don't care if you got dislocated finger or not, get back in there and play.
2-pointer there by McMillan. Makes it 35-16 with 1:09 left to go in a ball game. Shot by McDaniel up, no good. And ball is going to go out of bounds to the Lady Knights.
Yeah, I think McDaniel got by the a push-off right there.
Ball thrown into McDaniel. That was a bullet pass by Schoolcraft. And
I think you could probably take your pick on 2 girls, but I think they're going to give that to Reagan Ballstick, number 32. Should be a 2-shot foul, and that will be 32 with a push foul from behind. That'll be her second. That'll be team second. At the line, shooting 2 will be Madeline McMillan, the 7th grader. First shot is up, and it is good, taking your score to 36-16 in favor of the Lady Knights of Eastern Greenbrier. 56 seconds remaining. Second shot is up, and it's going to bounce around and bounce out. Rebounded by Reagan Ballstick. Ballstick outlets to Dunbar. Dunbar looking to the corner to McDaniel. McDaniel double team, gets out of that. Up top to Preston. Preston being guarded closely. Over to Dunbar. Shot is up and no good. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Sams up the sideline, being guarded closely by McDaniel. Hits the pipe behind the backboard. And they're going to keep playing. Shot is up, and it is good by number 12, J.C. Sams. The high rainbow falls in with 38-16. And here's Dunbar. Pass across the lane, deflected away, ended up being collected by Preston. Inside to Guzman, turnaround, and it's going to fall off the rim. And that'll do it. That will be your ball game with your final score. Eastern Greenbrier Lady Knights 38, And the Mountain View Lady Hawks 16, that'll take the record for the Eastern Greenbrier to 11-1. And I'm not sure what Mountain View is. I didn't get that information today, but hard-fought game. But Jeremy, it's like they go back to that. I guess the 8-0 run to end the second quarter just kind of opened the floodgates. It's like they took the lid off and just took control because it was 8-8 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, and just like that 8-0 run with 16-8, and then after that, the second half, you could just see ball pressure, and then fast break just kind of took control of the game.
Well, not to mention, Eastern Greenbrier plays a lot more subs than what Mountain View does.
Yeah.
So
they're playing 10.
They were fresh coming in the second half compared to Mountain View. They were kind of getting a little winded there going into the fourth quarter. But, yeah, like we talked about, if you don't have anything to do tomorrow night, head out to Linside. And if you can't head out to Linside, you'll be able to catch the game on Meredix or the Greenbrier Valley channel. James Monroe will take on Naras. And if you don't want to go watch the girls, go to Pikeview and watch the boys play. They'll play tomorrow night at Pikeview. And then hopefully if we can get it in, the boys will be at home Tuesday against Liberty. So, like I said, once again,
very slim chance.
Once again, like Mike said before, we'd like to thank Greenbrier Valley Channel for letting us come up and do this ball game. Harry Vance and the camera crew. And, Mike, always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, I had a good time. And like I say, first time we was able to do this. I mean, we've done games. You've done plenty of games. I haven't done a lot of basketball games. But to come up and do middle school girls, if you tuned in and was able to watch it, we're happy you tuned in. And like I say, thank you for Harry giving me a text and getting all this set up, because it's not easy. The camera guys up on the top row, because they got to take time out of their schedule to be here to help us bring it. And if you tuned in from Eastern Greenbrier, thank you for watching us. Hope we did okay.
Yeah, I know. We had a couple comments on the post earlier. We will try and see if we can't get a boys game broadcasted as well. I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to that.
A lot of times it's just how a schedule, because the priority goes to the high school, and just the way the schedule, like you said, the way the schedule works. If you can't have the boys or girls game, then we'll try to squeeze in a Peterstown game possibly, or Mountain View boys or whatever it may be. But I know that Harry does an extremely good job of trying his best to get everybody involved, all the area teams, all the Monroe County team. So it's just a plus for the grandparents or the parents that can't make it to the game, that they can just sit in their couch or recliner and tune in and watch it on TV. Oh
yeah, and it's not just the grandparents, but days where I work and I'm not able to be there.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to sit there and watch the game and just not really see how other commentators do it compared to you, but it's kind of fun to watch that as well.
Yeah, and like I said, we just got everything thrown at us today. So I mean, we had rosters and stuff just kind of thrown at us, records, and so we tried to get as much information as we could. We hope we pronounced everybody's name correctly. And again, just a great time. We're able to sit right courtside and be able to do this. Great seats and hospitality by Mountain View to let us come in and do this. And again, Jamesburg girls at home tomorrow night versus Naras. That'll be a 5:30 or 5:45 JV tip-off. The boys will be at Pikeview. That's a 5:45 tip-off. It'll be another Mercer County battle. Lost last night in overtime to Bluefield. Tomorrow night will be another battle. Playing at Pikeview, always a tough place to play, and it'll be physical.
Yeah,
the quickness is not going to be there what we faced last night with Pikeview, but the physicality and everything will be there, because that's how Pikeview plays, is more physical. So hopefully we can go up and get the job done. Hopefully the girls can continue their success and get the win tomorrow night. And again, I'll let Jeremy close this out again. Thank you to Harry Vance, Greenbrier Valley Channel, to our two crew guys up top on the bleachers. Thank you for those for the opportunity to be able to do this.
Yeah, like I said, we can't thank you guys enough. And like I said, tune in tomorrow night. Me and Boomer will be bringing you the girls, Naras versus number 1 ranked James Monroe Mavericks. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. God bless.